Chances are, if you're a freelancer, you've either heard of Fiverr or you're already on it. Choosing a niche on Fiverr as a freelancer can be a hard undertaking, especially when they have so many categories to choose from. So in this video, we're going to go over 12 of the most profitable gigs to offer on Fiverr. First is graphic design. So graphic design is a field with limitless possibilities, and it's definitely one of the most profitable categories that you can offer on Fiverr. Many Fiverr sellers are able to make thousands of dollars a month by offering graphic design services, and within the graphic design niche, one of the most in-demand categories is for logos. Lots of small businesses and business owners turn to Fiverr because it is very well known for offering logo services. And logo design will likely remain one of the most profitable and in-demand gigs on Fiverr because new businesses are popping up all the time, and almost every business that you see will need a logo. Now, graphic design is also a good category to start with because you don't necessarily need to be an expert graphic designer to start offering logos. You can start with a free program like Canva to make very basic logos, and as you gain more experience, you can work up to more complicated tools like Adobe Illustrator or even Figma. Next is animation. As more businesses try to stand out with their marketing and advertising, animation is a category that's gaining traction fast, especially video animation. So if you are able to make 3D or even 2D animations, this is a very valuable skill that a lot of businesses will pay you very well for. Admittedly, Fiverr is not the best platform for longer term projects, but for smaller animation projects or just one-off projects, it can be a great platform for freelance animators. Number 3 is proofreading. If you enjoy writing but don't necessarily have time to take on full writing gigs, proofreading can be a great alternative. Many bloggers, writers, and small businesses are looking for competent proofreaders on Fiverr, and with more and more newsletters and content being produced every day, there's definitely an increased demand for this. The price that you can get for your proofreading gig often depends on your level of experience, your fluency in English, and how much editing your clients are actually expecting. Usually with proofreading, you price it per word, so the longer a piece of content is that needs to be edited, the more you'll get paid. Number 4 is website development. So something that every single company either needs or already has is, of course, a website. Web development is an extremely in-demand category, and it's maybe the most profitable gig that you can make on Fiverr if you can do it well. Some web developers can easily make $5,000 on a single project, but of course that is going to depend on your experience, how big the project is, and what you're actually using to develop the website. If you don't want to develop websites from scratch, you can always start with landing pages or with simpler website building platforms like Squarespace. As an alternative, if you're familiar with web development but you don't have time to take on full web development projects, you could offer things like website maintenance or troubleshooting. You could also potentially provide a full service gig doing everything from building and testing the website to that ongoing maintenance. Number 5 is ad campaigns. So if you have ever worked on or managed an ad campaign, you're in luck because this is one of the most profitable gigs that you can make on Fiverr. Tons of businesses are trying to figure out how to best get their products in front of people. So if you are able to manage or create their ads, this is an extremely valuable skill that people are definitely looking for and willing to pay for on Fiverr. So when you're on Fiverr, a lot of people turn to this platform in the first place because it will end up saving them a lot of time and money when compared to hiring a traditional ad agency. When you're posting these ad gigs on Fiverr, it could be something simpler like creating a video or a graphic for social media, or it may be a more complicated job like actually determining the company's ad spend and managing how well those ads perform across different platforms. Advertising plays a very big role in the success of different companies because it brings in their clients and customers. So if you can do advertising well, this is definitely a gig that you should try out. Number 6 is resume writing. With different layoffs and a ton of people switching to remote work in the last few years, resume writers have been in increasing demand. Basically, what a resume writer does is they'll take people's information of the different places that they've worked, maybe a little bit about them, and they'll help people craft their resumes in the best way possible for their specific industry. Apart from potentially making good money doing resume writing, this can also be a pretty fulfilling gig to do because you are helping other people get jobs. Number 7 is content writing. So this is a category that is in demand across a ton of different subcategories like emails and writing for blogs. But content writing, although it may seem simple, is not for everyone. So many businesses will pay content writers to write about their products and services, and what they're looking for is to use this writing to acquire new customers and get more eyeballs on their brand. To be a content writer, you'll need to accurately be able to match your client's tone. Most writing gigs are ghostwriting opportunities, which mean that they'll actually be published under your client's name instead of your own. Like proofreading, writing can be a great gig on Fiverr, and usually how writers will price their work is also per word. So again, the longer the content is, the more you'll get paid. Number 8 is mobile app design. So almost every software company or startup is looking to have a mobile app version of their software made. Many of these companies and startups have a very large budget to allocate towards the development of their app, so this can be a great and very profitable gig to do. Every day, hundreds of new applications are popping up on the App Store, so if you have any experience with UI or UX design, app design specifically can be a great way to expand your skills and the types of clients that you're working with and make good money doing it. Number 9 is photo editing. Photo editing has remained one of the most popular types of gigs that people look for on Fiverr, and that will probably continue going forward. Photo editing can entail anything from editing photos for social media, product photos, or even professional portraiture. To start offering photo editing, you need to be familiar with programs like Photoshop or Lightroom, but luckily you don't have to start out super skilled. You can start with very basic editing tutorials that you find online and practice editing on random images that you find on Google. As you get more comfortable with this, you can start offering this service to clients at higher rates. The difficulty of the job and your experience will affect how much you're able to make off of this. For example, removing a white background from product photos is often going to pay a lot less than editing a super high detail photo like for a wedding. Number 10 is search engine optimization. This is also known as SEO, and this is just trying to improve your site's ranking when people search for certain terms or for your business on search engines like Google. The higher your page is ranked, the more visibility you have, so this is a very important thing for businesses, but a lot of people have no idea where to even start with this, so they're willing to pay a lot for good SEO experts. Some of the highest paying Fiverr gigs that relate to SEO include the following: SEO audits, which show the SEO issues that actually need to be fixed, configuring all of the SEO requirements for a website, and creating or optimizing SEO content. Number 11 is presentation design. Startups and companies will need a pitch deck made if they're trying to raise money for their business. So if you are a talented designer and you know how to use PowerPoint or Google Slides, offering presentation design can be one of the most profitable gigs that you can make on Fiverr. These presentations typically include different data visualization, charts and graphs, and different engaging ways of showing numbers and products and services so that this gives companies an edge over their competition who also are showing their pitch decks. Number 12 is email marketing. Businesses are always looking for new ways to convert customers, and an increasingly popular way to do this is through email marketing or newsletters. If you're familiar with creating email flows on Klaviyo or ConvertKit or any other email platform, this can be a very good way to make money. Email marketing gigs will typically include creating automated email flows or sales funnels for clients. So some of these most profitable gigs that you can do on Fiverr are just skills that you can learn in your free time, but obviously as you gain more experience, you will be able to charge more for these gigs. But even if the niche that you are looking at is not on this list, there's plenty of opportunity on Fiverr and other platforms as long as you are good at what you're doing and you're packaging it in a way that's appealing to potential clients. You can be successful in almost any niche. Now, if you are new to freelancing and you're looking for more help getting started, I do have a free guide down in the description on how to become a freelancer in 30 days. If you're looking for more freelancing tips, remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.